I finally have our lunch with Henri, and well, this place seems different. Hello? Henri chews on the bread I brought her. You know, Charlie, there are rumors about you and Vincent going around this school. Vincent? Okay, I guess C is Vincent. Vincent Wordsworth, at least his quote-unquote human vessel. What kind of relationship do you have with him? Relationship sounds way too heavy, Henri. I'm not sure he wants to talk to me after what happened. After what happened? It can't be. It's just as I thought. He was after your body. Eh? What did you two do exactly? Did you hold hands? Nothing much. Aside from the ascending the heavens thing. What? Ascending the heavens? Oh my god, what? Is that like a sexual innuendo? That bastard. See, you didn't do anything bad, Henri. There's no reason to... Shut up! You might be a little dense in the head, but let me tell you with my box cutter. Boys who act all mysterious only want to use you. You may hide it however long you want, but I know you're quite well endowed. What? Wait, what? Was it a C... Oh, C cup. Is that what you mean? Like boobies? I covered Hunter's mouth with my hands. Stop it. C cup? Anyway, 15? I don't know. Anyway, I mean puberty, I guess. Andre breaks free of my grip with ease. Haha, you look like a tomato. Jeez. By the way, why don't we go feed the strays today? Henri, you know, the magcats we are fed. Yes, what about them? I feel a lump in my throat. They're dead. Oh, it's all my fault. It was me who brought them bad food and then... What are you talking about? It was Seth who didn't do anything to stop us. Moreover, they ate it themselves. I could have done something. Seth would listen if I simply told him that they... My hands begin shaking again. I feel the bilious ink rise in my throat. Henri puts her hands on mine. Listen, repeat after me. It's not my fault. I hesitate. She grips my hands harder, her pretty nails digging into my skin. Do it. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. See, it's not that hard to ignore the consequences of your actions and also be dependent on me as a toxic relationship. Right. You still look down. Is there something else that worries you? Well, the trial is soon. I'm worried that the choice I'll make will be the wrong one. Why so? You'll vote for Henri, right? Henri won't get angry at you for that, silly. That's what friends do after all. Or am I wrong? I don't know what I'll do. What if I say I won't vote? I won't vote. Well? I'll probably withdraw from voting. Eh? You don't consider Henri your friend anymore? I do. It's just I don't think the voting system is fair. Is that so? Do whatever you want then. Henri doesn't care. School bell rings. Go back to class. Henri will join you later. Okay, until later then. Bye-bye. As I went back, I wondered if Henri was always this forceful. Instead of feeling happy after our lunch together like usual, I felt incredibly humiliated. Okay. Weird. There's something on the desk. There's something I want to tell you. Come to the rooftop after classes. See. I wonder what happened. The class passes quickly. Time to check the rooftop. Whee! Over here? Still weird and yeah! Oh! What's going on? They're gonna kill me. Help! 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 Hold her down. No longer playing God by waving that spray around, huh? So who do you think you are? Some princess? Royalty? Rapunzel, maybe? Is her hair too long by school norms? Hey, why don't we help our dear schoolmate out? Wait, what is this about? One of the girls brings out scissors. The other two hold me down, make me unable to move. Snip, snap. A lock of hair falls down. Keep quiet about it, okay? We might actually cut out more than your hair. Please don't cut it. Look, she thinks we'll listen if she asked. It was such a pity if our little princess got bald of a sudden, right? Snip, snap, snip, snap. Snip, snap, snip, snap, 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 snap. As new locks of hair fell down, I felt myself incredibly humiliated. What am I being punished for? Why does it feel so humiliating? Was everyone always like this? A familiar figure appears before me. Should you call for help, Miss Wilshire? I don't want to trouble anyone. Who was the one to teach you that? Was it your mother? Be a good girl. Good always wins in the end. If you be kind, others will be kind to you. Violence is bad. All your life you're being manipulated by others, all because you care too much about opinions. Because you want to be loved by everyone. Snip, snap, snip, snap. And when things don't go your way, you find excuses. Snip, snap, snip, snap. Don't you have any pride? There are things worse than getting beaten up. Going through such humiliation when all you have to do is take my hand and everything that's unfair will perish. It doesn't matter if it's just me who'll get hurt, Frey. No. We both know that's a cheap lie. In fact, you want somebody to save you, very much so, but dare not ask of it. Because you deem yourself unworthy. No response, huh? Frey sighs. So where are your so-called friends when you need them the most? Friends can't always be there for me. Is that so? Just so you know, even if your friends abandon you, even if your mother abandons you, even if the whole world abandons you, I'll always be by your side. Please keep that in mind. Snip snap, snip snap. She's gone silent. Oh, that princess seems like I learned manners. Hey, is she even alive? Beats me. Ah shit, someone's coming. Oh, what is the teacher? Run, quick! They leave me lying among the remnants of my once long hair. There's a taste of ink in my mouth. I feel ill. Footsteps, more footsteps. The ones who hover above me are all familiar faces. The very next moment my head hits the concrete. Before everything goes to black, I hear voices. Man, how disgusting. Hey, stop it. She must still be conscious. Who cares? Just gotta get her out of here. Okay. Oh, okay. Yellow eyes again, by the way. So, Miss Wilshire, how does it feel now that the fog has lifted? Was it always like this, Umbrella Man? Okay. All her hair has been cut off. A very bad haircut. What was, my dear, and also Umbrella Man, just possessing the nurse, I assume? Everything. The school, my classmates. I won't answer the questions you can answer yourself. You're a cruel person. It's just that I'm not cut out to be a babysitter, my dear. But honestly, you should reevaluate your relationship choices. Have you ever considered that your wonderful lady friend is not as good as you imagine her to be? Henri's not a bad person, and she would never ever manipulate people for her own selfish reasons. Nor would she write insults on the class blackboard, right? But oh well, you'll never listen if it's not Isla pushing you to the wall. Oops, wrong timeline. Forget I've said that. Wait, what? Wrong timeline. Say, Umbrella Man, where do people go after they die? The woman closes his eyes as if contemplating something. Interesting. The woman closes his eyes. Interesting sentence. They become stargazers. Losing their earthly shells, they become able to go anywhere in this vast universe. So they just wander around? One can say so. They become the kind of existence that can be in any place imaginable at the blink of an eye. Can experience millions of years in less than a moment. Can linger over a living being and experience their life. Hearing their thoughts, feeling what they feel. Becoming a stargazer is a part of the cycle of life. A purgatory period before one can achieve peace. It sounds nice. Perhaps. However, didn't you say yourself that you didn't want to make haste to see the other side? You know, my employer is rather fond of you, so coincidentally it's in my best interest to see you alive and kicking. On another note, this woman whose body I'm currently borrowing has her shift ending soon. If you don't want any questions from her, I believe you should go home, my dear. Right, I should. And if you wish to cut your hair before anyone sees you, I suggest taking scissors with you. Look if there are any in the cabinet. Okay. Though the nurse doesn't have a sprite though, it's kind of weird. Let's grab this thing. Pair of scissors, take it. It's my scissors. Let's go to the bathroom, Seth. I can't let anyone see me like this. Cut hair. You gotta cut our short hair to make it not so ugly, I guess. I lift up the scissors. My hands are shaking. The scissors are sharp. Just one careless snip and it'll all be over soon. Or, I say that as if I'm gonna kill myself. No, it all will be over. Flowers will bloom from my skin. It will no longer be... And someone takes my wrist. It's Aiden. Oh, good evening, dear girl. Since when have you been doing your haircuts all by yourself? Aiden takes the scissors away from me in one quick movement. Allow me to help. Do you have any image of what you want your new haircut to be like? I don't know. That's alright. I'll do something about it. Snip snap, snip snap. I know this sign all too well, but somehow right now it's comforting. And done. I look into the mirror. A stranger is reflected in it. It's a corpse I've burned in an incinerator. Yeah, that's why, I remember. That's why I got confused, in the very first game. I saw on the store page, at least the Ichio version anyway, it had the picture of, the Pythia, right, that we saw, with the white hair and everything, covered in blood. I thought that was Charlotte. And now, we're back here, and, maybe that's intentional? Anyway. It's beautiful, Aiden. Thank you. I'm glad I could be of help. I'll be taking the scissors, okay? Okay. Aiden pats my head before leaving. If you ever need to talk about your troubles, I'm always here for you, alright? Alright. The next moment, Aiden is gone. Hey, Seth, how about we visit Dr. Huxley, too? Alright, new hair! Good. A cool new hair. Wow. Huxley. Where would Huxley be? I guess over here? Huxley's attaching a limb to the body with duct tape. Perfect. Good evening, Dr. Huxley. Hello, little one. Is there anything you'd like to ask? Yes, there's something that's been troubling me for a while. Oh, a chronic illness? Deadly disease, I presume? Yeah, something like that. I have been vomiting a lot of ink since the Oracle awakened. I do not know where they come from, and it doesn't look like normal ink. Well, if it was, your intestines would be full of ulcers by now. Or worse. Let's have a look. So, did you find anything, Dr. Huxley? To my surprise, I haven't. I believe this illness is a psychosomatic character, which means that the problem lies in your mind. I'm afraid I can't be of help in this case. After all, I'm a surgeon. If it's not something I can cut out, well, I understand. Thank you, Dr. Huxley. I'm happy to be of help. Well, good night. And I gotta stop holding the shift button. I remember, I didn't mention it, but when I was running away from the people with the scissors, I skipped the first line again because of holding shift. I don't imagine it was anything important though. It was like, what are you doing? Or, what are you guys doing here is the idea. Probably, is what she said. Anyway. Let's go to sleep, I guess? Or, actually, well, I can't go to sleep. Why? Why? I can't go to sleep. I don't understand. Is there anything else I need to do? Maybe there is something else I need to do, actually. What else do I need to do? Oh, some people in the TV room. The bed and Felix are sleeping soundly with the TV still on. Just sleeping. They must have competed in fighting games so much that they fell asleep. Okay. What's this? This isn't a fighting game. It's harem dating sim gone wrong, reads the text. You play as a student who gets admitted to an elite school. Everyone, both boys and girls, throwing themselves at you, regardless if you want it or not. Can you reject them all? Can you avoid all true and good endings? Play to find out. Okay. It's about time I start collecting blackmail in everyone. Good, amazing. It's a harem about rejecting everybody. I mean, I did play a game like that, actually. The anti-dating sim. And I also hear there's another game coming out as well. That also has that idea. Anyway. Okay, well, time to go to sleep then. After that. The Charles coming, Seth. Let's try to catch at least a glimpse of sleep. Magcats jumps on my bed. Meow. I know, I'll be fine. Don't worry. Oh, and as I end up over here. Good. Wow. Just more organs. This game loves meat. I hear the sounds of pages flipping. Oh, you're awake, Miss Wiltshire. Where am I? You're mine, of course. Where else can you be? But Can't you see? It's our good old friend, Mind Library, lying in shambles. You're too close, Frey. Frey chuckles softly but doesn't move away. You've accepted me into your mind. How much closer could we get? I laugh a bit too bitterly. Frey, yes? Read me something. Will an old memory journal do? Anything will. Very well. Choose one. Memory of a yellow ribbon or memory of a graveyard? Yellow ribbon. It's a memory of Umbrella Man. It's quite short, so I might as well read you another one. Okay. Well, the day I got a yellow ribbon, it was on my 8th birthday. Umbrella Man stood in the darkest corner of the room, blending with the shadows. He stepped out of it only when everybody else left. He extended his gloved hand to me. In it was a present. A yellow ribbon. Okay, I guess that's how we got our yellow ribbon. For your birthday present, I bought this ribbon. We are born colorists, he said, tying it around my collar. It's the people we meet who give us color. Wear it as a memento of our lives, will you? Memory Ann. As I promised, there's another one. You've already seen a fragment of it, though. A memory of my first dress. Back in the day, I had a slightly short haircut and dressed in a way that one wouldn't call girly. When Aiden awoke after Dr. Huxley's treatment, he was Krampus no more. He took up a number of new hobbies: cooking, cleaning, drawing, sewing among that. Okay, I guess that's what happened the one time where we, I guess, used the chloroform on the Krampus and I guess gave him the Huxley and Huxley kind of fixed him, quote unquote. I don't know. He took a particular interest in making dresses, invited me to try on one. It's wonderful. I complimented him wholeheartedly. I don't think I'm cut out for dresses, Aiden. Why so? He asked, genuinely curious. What I see before me is a fair young lady. You should let your hair grow, he added, smiling. You'll make a wonderful lady when you grow up. Memory Ann. You know, actually, let's check out the other story that he could tell. The graveyard. It's a memory of Bennett. Okay. It's in the graveyard. What are they dragging? I'm not sure. Bennett and Huxley, I assume? Or is that Charlotte? Anyway. It was raining that day, as usual. We were running errands with Bennett and the other workers. We were instructed to gather fresh bodies from the local graveyard by Huxley. Oh, okay, that's what we're doing. We're not putting bodies in the graves, we're taking it out of the graves. We were the smallest of the group, and carrying a single plastic bag weighing around 60 kilograms had us sweating and groaning all the time. Bennett went on rambling about the shows he saw on TV as we dragged the cadaver down the hill. He couldn't quite read well yet, but excelled in spoken language, so watching television became a hobby of his. He found excitement in analyzing the characters of their very core and discussing all the possible plot scenarios, and I happily engaged in these conversations. It was one of the rare bonding experiences I've ever had. Memory N. Okay. Interesting. So that's just a little glimpse of us taking bodies off of Rhea with Bennett, I assume. I think that was Charlotte, I think. Has shorter hair, but... Anyway. What kind of memories did you have, or what kind of dreams did you have before I appeared? I dream of Mother. Not always, sometimes. It's just the dreams that I remember more vividly. What were they like? In one of these dreams, we were walking together on the street at night. It was raining. Then she fell to the ground and I dragged her away from the sidewalk. I took off my coat and covered her. I knew I had to do something, but couldn't do a thing without her permission. So I kept asking, should I call for help? Should I call a taxi? Should I call an ambulance? But she kept answering with, I don't know, over and over again. So we just sat there unmoving. People passed by us. I cradled her in my arms. I felt like her body parts were missing under the coat, but I couldn't bring myself to check. That's the kind of dream it was. Not moving a muscle to do anything just because you're told not to. What a dependent way to live your life. I know. But strangely enough, I was content with it. Like it was supposed to be that way. To think of it, I've always wanted someone to make decisions for me. How pitiful, yet fascinating. Although I love to continue our conversation, I'll leave you to rest now. After all, the trial is coming. Yes. Good night, Frey. Frey chuckles. Sleep well, Miss Wiltshire. Day 32. 32. Alright. Okay. What's with this music? God damn it, this music. This is like public domain music that I hear all the time. So, got thingy that does stuff. Wow! Whoa! Thingy? I got a thingy? Use me to try again? Yeah? Okay. True realm is a lie! Ah! Eyeballs, fingernails, bowels, pliers. One of these items is not like the others. That boy. Rare Pepe. Zerg Rush. Okay, it's memes? It's memes now. Our head is full of memes. Feeding magcats to maggots. There's some useless garbage inside. Look at it. Yes. Yes. Die in a pit. Die in a pit, Henrietta. Don't tell me you don't remember. It's my friend, Henrietta. Okay. That's funny. Inside you're empty. Good. Lol 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 lol. Okay, well, this is a completely different tone that the game is having right now. Data OmniCube me? But I don't know anything. Shutting down system. Bye. Okay. Can we leave? Oh, never mind. They're just all here. Hi, Bennett. Hello, Charlotte. Hi, Felix. Hello, Charlotte. Hello, Charlotte. Oh. Hello, Charlotte. Oh, that's a lot of Bennetts. Hello, Charlotte. Hello, Charlotte. Hi, Aiden. Hello, Charlotte. Hello, Charlotte. Another... Felix, I can't reach him, though. Good. Hello, Huxley. Hello, Charlotte. Hello, Charlotte. Goodbye, Felix. Goodbye, Aiden. Goodbye, Bennett. Goodbye, Huxley. Goodbye, Magcat. Goodbye, everyone. I'll miss you all. Okay. Good. Amazing. Wow. It'll be okay. The trial, everyone can be fixed. And the smaller room, a proven place to make the troublemaker quiet. Elevator? Oh, it isn't working. Alright, okay. I think this is finally the trial. Let's go in. Even though, wow, that last part was like, what just happened? I mean, the entire game is like, what just happened? But you know. Dear students and teachers, you're welcome to the annual school trial. Please bring out your mobile phones. We shall begin voting now. Henri peeks over my shoulder, waiting for me to make a decision. What should I do, Seth? I promised C not to vote for him, but I want to save him. I, too, promised Henri to vote for her. We're best friends, after all. What should I do? Well, there's multiple decisions here. I mean, Henri is a horrible person. C told us not to vote for him. We could also withdraw, I guess. Well, I want to see what happens. Let's see. Well, let's just vote for Henri. Seems like the worst idea, but I want to see what happens, you know? So, let's see. If we vote for Henri, that means C dies. Let's see. Let's see, you know? Anyway. I hope your decision is the right one, Seth. This way, I'll fulfill my promises to both C and Henri, you know? It's the thing where we, like, we're letting other people make our decisions for us, right? We're just doing what we're told. I gave my vote to Henri. Henri looks at me in surprise. You actually voted for me. We made a promise, didn't we? Ah, right. We did. We sure did. Look, Henri's voting for you too. Henri chose my name in the list. Oh, good. At least we don't die. Attention, please. Everyone stop voting now. We will now count the votes. Please wait for a moment. 3, 2, 1. And the one who will amount to nothing, the most useless of all, the one with 0 votes, is Vincent Wordsworth. Not only has he never socialized, he didn't even attend class. That's a lie. So he lost all the points because he ran away from the house. Such a worthless being can never become useful to society. He's destined to amount to nothing. Therefore, his soul data is corrupted. Am I right, everyone? Yeah! Woohoo! Wow! What a loser. All because I've abandoned him. Everyone's clapping and laughing. Yay! We did it, everybody! We can point and laugh. Loser god, haha. It feels like a mass psychosis. I mean, the entire game feels like a mass psychosis, but anyway. It shouldn't be like this. Henri touches my shoulder. She's smiling just like everyone else. Serves him right. It's great when you get chosen, right? I don't know what to reply with. The guards start making the way to see. I see Umbrella Man among the crowd. His yellow eyes stand out among all. What a good day, isn't it? Umbrella Man, your employer, he... Excuse me, what? The god of this world, he's... Oh, are you talking about that gray-haired boy? Ha ha ha. Oh my god, my stomach hurts from laughter. I expected nothing less from you, to be honest. Unfortunately, that boy is perfectly human, not a special being in any kind of way. Come on, take a good look at him. I call out to see. Vincent! He hears my voice and turns around. I stare at him. What stares back at me is the abyss itself. Then for a brief moment I finally see his face. A face of a small, scared boy. He disappears behind the doors. I feel my feet move forward on their own. Where are you going? I have to save him. Are you insane? Forget that loser. He's just a chunibyo, you know? He was just pretending this entire time. I saved him once. I'm now responsible for his life. No, you're not. You'll stay here with me. Sorry, Henri. I have to go. Wait! Henri grabs my sweater. I won't let you go. People don't return from the smile room. You'll stay here where you belong, with me. I break free from her grip. I'll be back in a moment, alright? Save Vincent! I wanted to be a better friend, Henri. Can I talk to anyone else? No? Smile room. I guess the smile room's this way. No? Yeah, okay, yeah. I was wondering. You're not a loser god, see? I think you're wonderful. You're wonderful exactly because you're flawed. Because it makes you so very human. We're flawed. We're born to make errors. We hurt each other because we're essentially egotistic. That's why I want to know you better. Smile room! It's like dentist, you know? It's like waiting at the dentist when they're getting their tools ready. C is lying on the table, his eyes open. Vincent, I'm glad you're safe. Thank God. Wait, Miss Wiltshire. Something's off. Eh? There's no data in this vessel. There's no soul inside. What are you saying, Frey? Vincent's breathing is right here. What I'm saying is that it's a lump of meat lying on the table. It's not a person. It can't be. No way, you're lying. I do not tell lies, Miss Wiltshire. We were too late. I feel the ink rise in my throat. Everything begins to collapse. It's not fair. Not fair. Not fair. Not fair. Why has it come to this? Such a ruthless world. Such a cruel world. Such a world shouldn't exist at all. I will consume everyone and have them sleep peacefully inside my belly. Ah yes, Vor. No one will hurt anyone, and no one will get hurt, because no one will feel anything. Humanity will ascend to a new level and evolve into something greater. Num num num. Literally Vor. Also, she grows multiple arms. I guess she completed her godhood. I assume she merged with Frey, right? That's why this is happening. So I rose above all cities and countries, and ate and ate and ate, until my belly was full, until it hurt so much it was hard to breathe, I hate my classmates, my parents, my imaginary friends, and the Oracle itself. She admits it, by the way, her imaginary friends. It's never like, I feel like never explicitly stated, you know, that they were just imaginary friends. But anyway, I hate the lands and the buildings. I hate junk food and concrete altogether. Num num num. It's a combo meal, you see. Everyone was gone, and my body eventually collapsed from the burden of consuming everything in sight. I became a black hole that sucked everything in, destroying it all. There's no one but me left, yet I was with everyone at the same time, for I became the world itself. Holding an empty shell of a false god, I cried. Liar. You liar! Vincent, you liar! You said your earthly shell would wither and you become a god again. Yet no matter where I look, I can't find you. I mean, he's right there, or maybe, well, I mean, that's just his vessel, I guess, is the idea. Or whatever. A real eating contest winner. Okay. Hey, by the way, hello, by the way, it's X Pandy. I missed your message, actually. I didn't see it the first time. Yeah, she ate a lot. She literally ate the entire universe. Crazy. I'm sorry, everyone. I couldn't save anyone. Or anything. I'm sorry, Henri. You protected me, but then I ate you. So, you got angry in my place, yet I thought only about myself. I'm sorry, Vincent. All this time I wanted to be saved myself, so I saw salvation in you. I wanted you to become my hero, but it doesn't matter now. Now that's too tragic. Don't you think, my dear? You? Hello there. You're still alive? My dear, that's a harsh way to put it. Of course I am. The world you've consumed is like a particle in the vast universe. Why are you here? I've come on my own accord. I clutch Vincent's body close to mine. Easy, easy. I'm not there to take him away. Instead, I've brought you something. Umbrella Man brings out an item he was carrying. It's a box. What is it? What does it look like to you? A soul cube. Then a cube it shall become. It's a copy of this boy's soul. It was rather hard to get. I'm afraid the original is destroyed though. Souls have backup copies? Well, of course, you just copy and paste, you see. Data backup is essential. You must have thought you would be able to go back in time, when in reality your soul cube copy was loaded into a new body every time you died. Every time, I guess, you save and load. I mean, it was implied in the first game anyway. I never thought it was like this. Although you can now bring this boy back to life, with a soul cube, he won't vanish from this world completely. So no matter what, I couldn't save him in the end. You can still save his soul. If you open the cube, you release his soul data. He would become a stargazer and pass the purgatory stage. Who knows? Perhaps he'll want to stay with you afterwards. Anyhow, enough with idle talk. Charlotte Wilshire, you've consumed the energy of an entire world and an oracle and made it a part of you. You can convert the energy inside of you to create life from zero. When it runs out, all you have to do is to consume more. In short, you've become a god. A binge eater at that. That is a fact. If you don't mind, may I ask what do you plan to do now? I'm tired, Umbrella Man. I want to rest. Is that all? You now have the power to consume worlds. I never asked for it, as I put on again my orange, my pair of orange sunglasses. Then do you plan to leave this domain? I will remain here. I don't want to eat anymore, Umbrella Man. Oh well. There are alternative versions of yourself who still struggle in countless parallel worlds. So are people you care about. Will you abandon them too? No. I want to look over them. I still want to protect everyone. Umbrella Man, you know everything in this world. You exist outside of time, in past, present, and future alike. Would you help me watch over my world while I rest? Right now it may seem hopeless, but perhaps there's a chance for a better ending. Is that an employment offer, Miss Wiltshire? Yes. I want to hire you. Would you accept? My loyalty comes with a price, my dear. In return, you shall lose your name. The world will forget your human existence, and your name shall become an empty sound. Your alternative incarnations shall never learn about you, and your name will be erased from all soul archives. You will go by many names, but none of them will define you. For I will eat it. Would you pay this price? Yes, I accept, Umbrella Man. So fast! You really don't value yourself at all. A contract between a name eater and a world eater. How thrilling. I suppose hiding my true nature is meaningless now. After all, it was you who invented the concept of observers and puppeteers alike. Such things as episodes of me talking to your puppeteer were no more than visions of a delusional grade schooler. I laugh a little. It sounds a little hysterical. Have I said something funny, my dear? No, it's just... You've always said that your employer cared about my well-being. Now that I realize who that was all along, I couldn't help myself. I mean, yeah, okay, so the twist, by the way, is that we're the employer. I guess we were God this entire time in the weird timey-wimey thing? I don't know. Because the Umbrella Man always mentioned he had an employer that he would, you know, he would say that he was doing some, this whole thing for. But it was herself, I guess, from an alternate timeline or something? I don't know. Oh, the irony, am I right? The moment you hired me was destined to happen all along. By the way, Umbrella Man, that's how I called you since I was a child, right? Why, yes. I have grown accustomed to this distasteful nickname. Do you have a real name? I go by many names. People give them to me themselves. For example, you can call me Charles. Okay. See, he's a name eater, you know? The man laughs mischievously. I laugh with him. Now then, I shall give you some privacy. You still have things to do before your slumber, don't you? Just like that, Charles disappears. I look at the soul cube in my hands. It's small and gray, fragile. I smile to myself. You know, Vincent, I never noticed how fragile you were. As Charles and Charlotte. Anyway, you feel germs, the people, and human life itself, so you decide you didn't belong to this world. I wonder how it felt all this time. I was so fascinated with you that it made me ignorant, although ignorance is a trait we share. It's time to let you go. I open the soul cube. Its contents disappear. See you later, Vincent. Alright. I take his body in my arms and get up from my knees. Everyone, Madcat, Felix, Aiden, Bennett, Florence, and Huxley, and many, many more, walks behind me. As long as I exist, they won't disappear. After all, I have created them. We walk for a long time. In a field of ink and paper, meat and machinery, soap and bugs, the god of this world lies beside me. He will, too, wake up one day. Good night, Vincent. His eyelids become heavy. Or my eyelids, rather, not his. I know it'll be a dreamless sleep. I don't want to dream anymore. I finally close my eyes. Rejoice, Seth, faithful friend of mine. Yorokobe. I became the god of my dollhouse world, and will observe its people till the end of time. Charles will eat my name, and will watch over me in every single timeline that exists. The world will forget my existence, but you won't, and that's the only thing that's important. Yeah, the Umbrella Man also said, like, Seth is like a delusion that was made up. So does he exist, or doesn't he? I don't know. Well, that was the Gray End, Eternal Rest for God. And we go back to the main menu. Well, as it turns out, that's only one ending though. Let's see if we can find a different ending in a different timeline, you know, according to the game's logic anyway. Let's vote for C this time. You know, let's try to save him. I wonder what happens if we do that though. I don't know, I guess we'll see. It's decided. I choose C's name from the list. Henri looks at me in shock and disbelief. Why, Charlie? Why did you choose him? Didn't we make a promise? I'm sorry, but he doesn't have anyone to vote for him. And also, You're a bitch. How could you? You traitor. I trusted you. Attention please. Everyone finish voting now. We will now count the votes. Please wait for a moment. 3, and a 2, and a 1. And the one who will amount to nothing, the most useless of all, the one with 0 votes is... Charlotte Wiltshire. Well, the audience explodes. Serves her right. Why am I not surprised? I look at Henri. Serves you right, you traitor. Why do you even look so surprised? You gave your voice to your crush. You were devastated that I gave my voice to you? Oh yeah. Voice? That's a weird voice. I think she means vote. I think a weird translation error. Maybe it's intentional. I don't know. Anyway. Look, even that loser didn't want to vote for you. How does that feel? But why, Henri? Why, she asks. Even though I've done so much for you, you never appreciated me. No one wants to be friends with a lunatic like you. You know, I honestly tried to be your friend, but I give up. Henri, what is... I don't understand. It's me who doesn't understand you, no matter how hard I try. You know, I'm tired of playing along. When we get tired of lying. But I never really lied to you. I just wanted to. Do you really think puppeteers and aliens and all that bullshit exists? You honestly believe your classmate was a god. You really are a perfect match for each other. Magcats, oracles, pythias, observers, omnicules, whatever. Every day you kept making up a new lie. I'm tired. So tired of keeping up with it. Everyone in the class tried teaching you a lesson. No matter what we do, you never get a clue. What lesson? I'm afraid I don't understand. I don't understand. My bag thrown away. Books scattered on the ground. Dead bodies in the garden. The fake letter. Everything. Everything. Every single little thing. It all started to fall into place. It seems she's so happy she can't believe her luck. Now, chatting with friends can wait. If you'd be so kind, please proceed to the smile room. We're all awaiting your glorious transformation. Let's go, Seth. Everyone's waiting. I look at Henri for the last time. Go die! Henri doesn't care anymore. Henri, you're crying. Don't look at me! Go die already! I'm sorry I couldn't be a good friend. It's all my fault it came to this. Interesting. She didn't cry though. I wonder why that is. It does seem like she was the mastermind behind all of this, but I don't know. And she also mentioned, like, you know, how, like, Charlotte mentions, like, aliens, you know, dollhouse, puppeteers and all that. I mean, it is strongly implied that it's all made up in her head or something. But also the school is also made up, and also this trial is made up then in that case. But then, anyway, it's confusing. But I guess it implies that she, like, Henri is like a friend, is like trying to, like, understand her, but she never did, and I don't know, anyway. As I proceed to the smile room, everyone in the hall is laughing. Just die, Wiltshire. You weirdo. About time you get your brains fixed. I pass by C. He looks lost, devastated, so very small and human. His words are barely audible in this noise. I'm sorry. I give him my widest smile. I'm so glad, C. I'm so glad I'll be the one to save you. He looks at me in shock. The guards push me further, and the next moment he disappears in the raging crowd. It must be the last time we see each other, I think to myself. You know, C, when we first met I saw myself in you. It's sad I won't be here to hear more of your stories. I was really fond of them. I wonder if we'll meet again somewhere. But yeah, it's strongly implied that everything about the game, I guess, even about the universe is, like, made up? I don't know. But then it's not made up? It's confusing. It's meant to be ambiguous, I guess. But yeah, I wonder what Henri's story is. You know, maybe she started off as, like, a good friend, but eventually she got sick of being associated with Charlotte this entire time, right? And that's why she gave in to, like, peer pressure or whatever and started to bully her too, or I don't know. Not sure. Anyway, alright, can I read any of these, by the way? No? I guess I can. Alright, well, let's go to the smile room. Smile time! Time to smile, everybody! Medical workers strap me to the chair. It becomes harder to keep my consciousness with every second. I cough. It's ink all over again. Bilious melancholy that consumed me all this time. I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't want to die. I don't want my body to become an empty shell. I feel someone hold my hand. guards, medical workers, none of them are actually visible. Well, some of them are. I know that the guards, for example, are actually the angel NPCs I mentioned before. The red angel guys or whatever. Those are actually the guards. It's Frey. Well, looks like it's the end. Now you're going to become a corpse too, Miss Wiltshire. Ugh. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Frey, I've been a walking corpse for a long time. It was you who kept me alive. I cannot leave your side and never will. I'll be with you to the very end until we completely decay. We're both miserable, aren't we? Frey laughs bitterly. Come here. I won't let them have the way of your body and mind. I reach out and embrace the dead god. Smile room. Kind of reminds me of like a mental asylum or something, you know? It's like it's getting like a lobotomy or something. You know, there's a book, you know, I mentioned before. What was it called? I forgot already, damn it. Flying over the cuckoo's nest or something? I completely butchered the title. But something like that. It was like a book about like being inside like a mental asylum back in the day, you know? I mean, even maybe still today, I don't know. Like a really bad, heavy, like, not heavily, but like very loose regulations, you know, on like older mental institutions where basically patients were definitely like abused in many ways, but anyway. And like the proper, like at the time anyway, lobotomy was like the go-to treatment, you know, for people who were like considered mentally unwell. And well, we know now that lobotomy is not a good idea, I guess. I think was it lobotomy or was it some kind of like shock therapy or something like that? Basically just destroy the brain, you know. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. It does feel like that. I would wonder if what she's seeing is really real and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to assume that it's meant to be ambiguous. But the former oracle melts into my arms, becoming a mass of organs and broken machinery, meaningless, useless parts, garbage of the mind. I'm no longer breathing. The dead god leads in, kissing me goodbye. Good night, my princess. Now we can finally rest. As I sunk deeper into oblivion, a fragment of memory came into mind. The Ink Princess wasn't kept in paper prison for long. The Paper Princess befriended the Ink Princess and became dearest of friends. Thus, the Ink Princess became the happiest person in the world. That is my ending for the story. Isn't it too cliché? How about Paper Princess dying from intoxication after touching the Ink Princess? Or Paper Princess using the Ink Princess for ink production until it drains her completely? That's even more cliché. What do you suggest? A sugar-coated fantasy? Not every story has to have a cruel ending. I want Ink Princess to be happy. Even if she's the plague itself, a parasite? Even so. Even if she doesn't deserve it? Even so. It's not her fault that she was born this way. That's just how she is. Somewhere far away, the door to the smile room has opened. Somewhere far away, a lump of meat lay there, devoid of a soul. Somewhere far away, a false god wept over a mere disposable vessel. That's right. In the embrace of a dead god, I'll eternally rest among stars. Rejoice, Seth. This is my happy ending. Black End. Everlasting Oblivion. Hello Charlotte Episode 2, End. Not very good end, but it's considered a happy ending every time. So there's that ending. Well, a jolly end. I don't think so. This time, let's choose to withdraw our vote and not vote for anyone. I mean, I feel like that was just simply make us, again, you know, the one that's defective, but oh well, let's just withdraw. It's decided. I'll withdraw from voting. Henri looks at me. So you really didn't choose anyone in the end? It's not true, Henri. I chose everyone. I don't want someone to suffer because of my choice. Sometimes not making a decision is the best decision, huh? What a dumb choice, really. Nothing less to expect of the school's infamous oddball. Henri, are you? Attention, please. Everyone finish voting now. We will now count the votes. Alright. Well, actually, didn't the teacher mention how, like, it was possible to get 2 people to be defective, right? It's rare, but possible, so maybe this time. Let's see, the one with 0 votes in the Garbage of Society this year is... Oh, in fact, we have 2 people this year, wow! Vincent Wordsworth and Charlotte Wiltshire. Rejoice, you both! The guards will escort you to the Smile Room. Everyone's clapping and yelling. Feels like a mass psychosis. Good riddance! Finally! You deserve each other! I look at Henri. Seriously right. Honestly, just go die already. For the sake of everyone. Henri. What? Please don't cry. So cries, by the way. Henri turns away from me, angrily rubbing her eyes with her long sleeves. I'll be okay. So take care of yourself, okay? I can still hear her sobs as I'm being led to the room. Again, I feel like her actions during this entire game really feel like she's like the villain, but the fact that she's crying at the end, I don't know. I don't know what it means. The operation will take no longer than a few minutes. Here's the guards, by the way. You only see them like one at a time. Stay still. C finally looks at me from his operation table. I see horror in his eyes. He's shaking. Charlotte. Yes? There's something I want to tell you. I'm sorry. I'm not who you think I am. I already know that from the other timelines. I lied to you all this time. About puppeteers and observers. About other worlds. It's just like everyone said. I'm a false god. A loser, a weakling, a coward. I don't know anything about this world, nor what lies beyond it. My name's not C, it's Vincent, you know? I don't have this cool name where I don't have one letter of it. You know? I know who you are, Vincent. You're no loser god. I think you're wonderful. I want to reach out to him, but there's no strength in my body. My eyelids become incredibly heavy. I'm scared. Oh, and we're back here, and realistic organs once again. The mind library is destroyed. Frey is here. Frey, I want to put an end to all trials. I want to save C from the world. I want to save Henri from herself. I knew you would say that. I still want to become a tragic hero or rather you still want to become a tragic hero for everyone's sake, right? A boy who put himself above all the living things. A girl who loved herself so much she raised her self-confidence at your cost. All your imaginary friends. Your father who abandoned you long ago. Your mother who never comes to visit. You loved them all, didn't you? Even though I was always there for you, you chose all of them over me in the end. You said it yourself, Frey. You're a product of my own mind, born from the remnants of the Oracle. You're a manifestation of all my destructive impulses. Essentially, you are me. I couldn't love myself, Frey. I couldn't love us. So pitiful, aren't we? Now then, come here. Let us repaint the world in your colors. Consume me whole. I have some more vor. It always ends in vor. I take a step forward and take out a knife and fork and go to town. When I wake up, it's quiet. Oh, and I'm also God, by the way. I'm instantly God. Good. Can I save? Can I save the game as God? Good. Can I have some stuff? I do have some scissors, by the way. Use the scissors for anything? No? Okay. Vincent is lying on the operation table. Okay. Hi everyone, I'm God. It's quiet in the hall. Why is it so quiet? Why is it so quiet? Why is it so quiet? My words echo through the room of an orchestra of voices. The one saying them isn't just me, it's the whole school. The one who stands out among the crowd is a man dressed in pitch-black clothes. He's laughing. Well, well, what do we have here? Say, what wish did you make under a shooting star? A near-deafening orchestra of voices follows. I wish for all the painful things to end. Okay, I assume it's like... Because she said like the world is saying this, because she's God of this world, right? So literally everything is saying what she's saying right now, I guess. I wish for everyone's happiness. Just that Just that, I guess. I see. What a foolish wish. However, it did come true nevertheless. As long as human ego exists, people will always hurt each other. The only way to bring it to an end is to achieve ultimate control over each and every person. And voila, there you have it. You selfishly ate each and every ego in the world. I mean, just like the Oracle, right? I mean, just like the first ending that I got, the gray ending. Similar anyway. This time, I guess we also did a similar thing as the Oracle, right? We connected with everybody, I assume. Is that how it works? Now, you're the only one left. Congratulations, my dear. You've become the Oracle of this world. No way. Everyone is gone? Vincent, Henri too? Yes, their bodies are now vessels for you. Not only did you consume their soul data, but also the spare copies of it. Unfortunately, they're now gone from this world. Say, Umbrella Man, can I ask you for one last favor? Yes, what is it? Can you kill me? All I do is keep hurting others. If I disappear, the world will surely be a happier place. Someone like you who disregards life itself wouldn't hesitate to do it. So please, somehow... Alright. I close my eyes. It's for the best this way. No one will get hurt because of me anymore. Instead of sharp pain, I suddenly feel warm. Why? You've done well, dear child. All this time, you didn't want to be alone, did you? Listen well. I will grant your wish. Usually it comes with a price, but my employer will have already paid in full by now. We will travel across the skies, and you will learn to control your power. Once you do, it is possible that you can rebuild your world from scratch. Let's go stargazing, shall we? Umbrella Man reaches out his hand to me. He looks just like my father from the old wedding photo. Is it really okay? For someone like me? Didn't I say it before? It's not about deserving. It's what was destined to happen. Umbrella Man covers me with his coat. So, how about it? I take Umbrella Man's hand. We leave on a journey. I will travel across the seas and skies, wander among roots and ruins of civilizations, watch lives bloom and wither and be reborn again. Perhaps then I'll learn how to be kind. Perhaps then I'll learn how to be honest. Perhaps then I'll learn how not to hurt others. I want to become a better person, Seth. Thank you for everything you've done for me. You've been a great friend. Thank you for seeing my story through the end. Let's meet again one day. Okay. Isn't that nice? I guess so. I mean, the game did mention... the lore is so... There's a lot of lore. And you don't know what is true and what's fake, but... They did mention stargazers, right? I mean, the Umbrella Man in particular mentioned stargazers, right? He said, like, what happens after you die? You become a stargazer, I guess. You go around, just be a god for a long time, is the idea. So that's what happens? It seems like almost every ending, Charlotte becomes a god, and I don't know. In one ending, she... I mean, the gray ending, she becomes a god, but then... Well, she employs, right? She employs the Umbrella Man, and it's kind of like a time loop, right? Sort of. It's weird, but you know, she's the original employer of the Umbrella Man. Umbrella Man, that's why the Umbrella Man is always around, right? To make sure she's alive. Or at least, well, alive. Technically, when she dies, she like resets, I guess, in a different body. I don't know. The black ending, though, I think the black ending is just simply her just resting, right? Which is similar to the gray ending, I guess. The black ending, she doesn't become a god, or maybe she does, but like she just simply like sleeps, I guess. I'm not sure about the black ending. It ends too, I feel like too quickly. I'm not sure. But the white ending is like her, you know, ascending to godhood and also accepting that, I guess. In a very literal way. I don't know. I mean, there's probably like a metaphor here or something else, but anyway. There you go. Hello, Charlotte, episode 2, ending. And here we go. So it appears we have reached the end of the story. No matter what, Charlotte Wiltshire was doomed from the start. You see, my friend, you've committed a sin. Of worshipping false gods, that is. Say, are you satisfied with such an ending? Or do you want to see the child's story end in another way? You know, I have the power to grant your wish. It's called, $3 on Steam for part 3 of Hello Charlotte. No, you may call me mercantile, but by this time, you should learn that nothing in this world comes without a price. And that price would be your name. Say, will you give up your identity for a mere possibility? Will you give up your own existence? When I eat your name, you will no longer be the wise, kind-hearted Seth, because the child won't remember you. She always perceived you as your friend, when in fact you're just malware that infected our world. Is that how it is? Again, there's a weird godhood aspect of it, kind of religious, but also sci-fi. They keep mentioning like code and soul cubes, which is like backup copies, and now it's malware. I don't know. I did my best to introduce you as something trivial, when in fact you're not meant to be here. You see, there are no other puppeteers in this world. Every single word you've uttered was given to you by the child. You're just her imaginary friend. However, if you accept my help, she will no longer be aware of your presence and no longer talk to you. For that price, you'll be able to save her. So what do you think? You can agree or refuse, I guess. I don't know if it matters. Let's just say yes. Well, isn't that wonderful? Come, stand under my umbrella. Figuratively, of course. Goodbye, Seth the Goody Two-Shoes. Hello, Anonymous. Oh no. We're the anonymous 4chan hacker. No, I'll see you soon. We are leaving. Put on the mask. Alright, there you go. I assume you choose refuse. I don't know. I'm not sure. I really don't want to go through all of that again just to see. But I imagine if you say refuse, he'll be like, what a shame, you know, or whatever, and he just says goodbye, or something like that. I don't know. If I had to guess. But that's definitely like a sequel hook, I imagine, you know? It's kind of be like, what do you do now? What's going to happen in the third part of Hello Charlotte? Well, I guess you're going to be anonymous, I guess, is the idea. You don't remember? Oh, did you? I assume you played this game before. It's X-Pan or whatever. How you say? Oh, Pandy? But yeah. Alright, so that was it for the second game of the Hello Charlotte series. It answered a few questions, like how the Pythias and the oracles work, I feel like. And the aliens get some development as well. It raised many other questions, though. Like, I mean, the biggest question is whether or not the game is all in her head, right? Is it real? I don't know. It's heavily implied by Henri in a couple of the endings that maybe everything is just seen from Charlotte's really strange perspective, right? She's a little delusional maybe, and an unreliable narrator. I don't know. Or maybe it really is that she's like literally God, right? Maybe everything is like shaped through her mind and the world around her is simply created from her, right? But she might not know that, or at least in some of the endings anyway, she does know that, I guess. She learns that, I guess, maybe. It's definitely very much influenced by a lot of like religious aspects and sci-fi elements. I don't know. I'm not sure. You know, it's like whether or not it's real, maybe it doesn't matter, but it's definitely left ambiguous. I must say as well, a lot of the game is very symbolic too, which is interesting. I mean, the trial, for example, it's definitely kind of like an obvious analogy for, society, I guess, you know? The whole social point thing, right? People obsessing over social points, and people who don't have social points are at the bottom, right? And people who do have social points keep the people at the bottom. They don't want to associate with them, so they never get points in the first place. You know, it's just one big analogy for fitting in society, I feel like. And therefore, you know, people like Charlotte and, you know, Vincent, the weird ones, quote unquote, are considered outcasts, right? At least that's what I'm getting from the game. So yeah, that's kind of like the theme of the game, you know, just not fitting in, not like being normal, I guess. Even though the entire game itself, ironically, is very strange anyway. But yeah. Anything else I want to say? It would be also be like, speaking of the trial, the whole socialization thing, you know, which is just, it's just like a reskin, you know, RPG battle system, really. Interesting flavor, I gotta say. You know, it's like instead of an RPG, instead of like fighting, you're like having conversations, I guess, and you know, you win conversations somehow. It's interesting. It kind of does fit in theme of the game, right? How like the whole like trial thing is like kind of predatory, you know, like, oh, you're supposed to be like, when you're socializing, both parties are supposed to win, but in this game, it's somehow you lose, like one party has to lose somehow for some reason, right? I like it, but like at the same time though, it wasn't really all that fleshed out. I feel like, you know, it's just kind of extra little gimmick, you know, that was just randomly added, which is cool for like, you know, a few battles, but definitely not really important to the game, I feel like, right? So I don't know. I feel like it could have been left out and no one would miss it, or if it was more integrated with the actual game, maybe it would have been more interesting. Because it is cool. You know, it is, I mean, it's surreal, right? Often a lot of students you talk to in those socialization battles are just like, I don't know, like decapitated. Was it decapitated? Did we see decapitated guy? Or I don't know. You know, the guy who got disemboweled, the mutilated student, you know, damaged student. It's interesting. I wish there was more to it, right? I don't know. But as it is, it's a little, I don't know, I feel like incomplete, but oh well. But yeah. Anything else to say? I mean, just in general, the game is still definitely confusing, but I use that word lightly. I don't want to say confusing to the point where I don't get everything, but more so it's very lucid, you know? Is that the right word? It's like you're dreaming. It's like this game is like you're in a fugue state. I don't know. That's what it feels like. So it's confusing, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, you know? It's not so overwhelming that it makes me feel dumb. It's just, I don't know. I mean, it's surreal, right? But yeah, maybe things will be more explained in the third game, or maybe not. Or maybe it'll just be more weird. Who knows? I guess we'll see. But either way, it's definitely an interesting experience, and I'll definitely check out the third game. But yeah, so I guess I'll just say, for those on YouTube, if you didn't know, I stream these games live on Twitch, so check me out over there if you're interested. I also have other playthroughs on the YouTube channel, so you can look for those if you want. I've already done the first one, you know, the first game in the series. I mean, I would think you would know that if you watching this playthrough. Well, I don't know. It would be weird if you skip it. But then again, maybe you played the first one and checking out the second one. Anyway. But yeah, the third game, though, I'm definitely going to do that next. So look forward to that as well. There you go. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.